expect. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it.
Hold me, shake me, I'm all shook up. Psychomaniac into bread. Shoot it up, now shoot it up.
Righty, right?
Shoot it up. Shoot it up. Shoot it up. Teenage crime, now fashion's dead. Shoot it up. There goes my love, rocky red. Shoot it up. 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 Shoot it up.
Scarface.
Shoot it up. Man, don't see no giving. Shoot it up. There goes.
For those of you who don't know, I'm a major film nerd and have been ever since I was a wee little lad of the age of 8. I have such a strong passion for film that I collect my favorites on VHS and mess around with different film formats and make cool shit, like, for example, this Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on VHS. What I did basically is I ripped the footage from my DVD copy by recording the footage with a capture card and a DVD player. Then I changed the aspect ratio to 4:3 on Premiere Pro. Then, finally, I burned the footage onto a blank DVD and recorded it on my blank tape.
Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler.
And with that, bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on an extinct format that us film geeks love the shit out of. But besides that, let's get to the real reason you guys are here. I went to a premiere, 2 to be exact. I went to Hulu's Prey premiere last year, and then most recently I went to Rob Savage's The Boogeyman premiere. Last year I went with my older brother, who you all may know as A. Legay, and his wife and my little brother. For those who also don't know, I edit all of Austin's videos too. So, to say thank you for giving me these opportunities, please do me a favor and check out all of his stuff, give him a follow on all of his socials, links in description below. Now back to the topic of the premiere. I bet you're wondering what it was like. Well, compared to all the other premieres my older brother has been to, it was a little more small and compact. But it was still amazing nonetheless. There were so many photo opportunities there, so many people who worked on the movie, and some celebs who just came to have fun. I got the pleasure of meeting Jack Quaid, who you all may know as Huey from The Boys, and Richie Kirsch from Scream 2022. I was super nervous and pretty much froze up when I met him. But thankfully he was super cool and really nice. It was awesome. Once we got in, they offered drinks and popcorn, and all I had to do was watch the movie, which was amazing. Finally glad that we got a great Predator movie after so many disappointing ones. After the movie, we all flooded out of the theater and headed back to the hotel. The next day, we walked around the Hollywood Strip and went to the Hollywood Funko store. Stranger Things 4 was coming out at the time, so I got this really cool Hellfire Club shirt. Then we all went back home. But that was from last year. Let's talk about what happened recently. So once again, Austin got invited to another premiere from Hulu, this time for The Boogeyman, based off of a short story by Stephen King. For those who don't know, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and a huge horror nerd in general. My top favorite horror films still to this day are Evil Dead 2, The Shining, The Thing, 1408, and Creepshow. So when Austin told his wife that he got invited, Katie was all like, Kaz would love to go. And I immediately said yes. So on the road there, Austin and I watched Project X and Scout's Guide to a Zombie Apocalypse because I haven't seen either. Scout's Guide was alright, but Project X was fucking hilarious. Definitely a product of its time. I remember being a kid when teen comedies like these were coming out. I remember Superbad and Step Brothers being quoted every 5 seconds when I was like 2010. But anyways, on the way there, I was also playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on my 3DS. Which is funny because when we got there, we walked around the plaza that was next to where the premiere was going to be. And sure enough, I got a Street Pass on my 3DS in the year 2023. Wasn't surprised to find out the person was playing Pokemon X. While we were at the plaza, we killed time by walking around, got some food at Johnny Rockets, and stopped by Hot Topic, where I got a nice piece of art to bring some culture into my room. We also stopped by the Grauman's Chinese Theater, now known today as the TCL Chinese Theater. By the time the premiere finally came around, we got dressed in the car and headed to the El Capitan. The only downside is they kept the celebrities and stars separated from the guests, which is alright because the experience was still really fun and incredible. Austin and I took a few photos and I helped with taking some videos for his Instagram, and finally we arrived at the film premiere and watched the movie. Now I'm going to give a short little review of the movie here, but if you want to hear my full opinions on the film, I did a full review which can be found over here. To summarize, the movie is alright, has some stuff I like as a horror movie fan, but it has a lot of overused cliches that drags a modern horror movie down. But overall, it's mid at most. After the movie, we headed back home and I got started on working on this script. I wish I could make more content when it comes to film, because I have a really strong passion when it comes to film and video games. When I was a kid at the age of 8, I watched a lot of movies, but more specifically I watched a lot of Jurassic Park. One day I eventually discovered the behind the scenes footage of Jurassic Park showing the creation of the film, and it inspired me. It sparked a passion for film and filmmaking. Ever since then, I've always wanted to be a director, a filmmaker, a storyteller. If it wasn't for Steven Spielberg, I wouldn't be as passionate for film as I am today. Hey guys, Unscripted Kaz here. Thank you for watching my video. I know I haven't posted in like years, but if you guys want to really know my posting schedule, just look at JonTrons and JSchlats. It's gonna be a fucking rarity, but anyways, this took like a couple weeks to edit for some reason, but it was fun to make, so I'm glad it came out great. But yeah, not sure when I'll post again, but anyways, thanks for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one.